Do you really want to know the textbook definition of better scrambled before you get folded like an omelet? It's this. This has to be the fastest Souls game in the series, as you are sprinting to each objective and point of interest faster than me sprinting after a box of donuts. Nightreign is the second game under the Elden Ring banner and under a new director to get their feet wet. This was designed as a roguelike game with how the map is procedurally generated. The core layout's the same, but each run is slightly different. You have 8 classes in total, with 6 at the start, each with their own playstyle as you go through and attempt to boss rush 3 major bosses, 2 minor, and then 1 major boss, the Night Lord. Each Night Lord affects the map differently, offering different skyboxes and map-wide augmentations. Man, oh man, is this game punishing. Most of the enemies are not the issue, but the real challenge is getting the right drops, and I'm huffing pure copium that I'm not just dog water at the game. You and I both know that 98% of the people that are going to be watching this video probably already own the game. This is just how Souls players are. The core gameplay was built on the Elden Ring framework, which introduces returning bosses and new bosses to the series, still trying to figure out how the series fits into the world lore. Roaming bosses and jails make a reappearance for some extra buffs and item drops. As you progress through the game, you unlock further map variations and elements to further the variety of the game. The game has endless replayability, and the online is put together so perfectly that I've never experienced player desync issues other than the desync between their brain and their keyboard. This is just Elden Ring seamless co-op, perfected by the devs, and honestly should have been included into the base game. You're basically just an angry chihuahua picking a fight with every breathing life form you can see within a 10-mile radius with a giant angry hitting stick. Naruto running across the map like you don't shower, the breakneck pace feels like you're speedrunning a Souls game. There's a grand total of 116 different bosses, and you can be sure that you have plenty of variety for the game. The pure replayability for this game is going to be unmatched in a Souls game, and the future challenge videos that will inevitably pop up on my YouTube feed are going to go so hard. The longevity of this game alone, I think, will be the best in the series. And if you like the video, be sure to like and subscribe. Or don't, I'm not your boss. But unfortunately, like meeting your childhood heroes, there's always something to be disappointed by. Lord willing, you have 2 other friends that really want to play a Souls game, or you'll get banished to the solo queue experience where you attempt to communicate with each other like primitive cavemen. Unga the Cowabunga, the lack of duo queue is disappointing because I don't want to trust my entire run to a walking boulder for brains of a deadweight teammate. Not only that, there is obvious performance issues with major hitching. This has not gotten me killed as of yet, but will only be a matter of time. Lore heads in shambles, the varied spawns do not make much sense in the terms of lore, but that's really only a nitpick. The real complaint is that while some of the map is different, like how buildings are placed and where they're placed, they largely feel the same, which just feels like you're running through Limgrave. Don't forget that since this is a roguelike game, RNG is a major factor in acquiring weapons that you need or are good with. Stat hunting to try to get a decent build is incredibly difficult and frustrating, as some runs you just end up getting screwed on the lack of necessary substats. Another complaint I got is this: why the hell is there not an ancient dragonstone? The fact that legendary drops are so rare and nearly impossible to get sometimes, there should be at least another way to upgrade my weapons to legendary. There's only 2 somber stone spawns, which upgrades your blues to purples, and that they should at least have one in the shop that spawns in the second night. Legendary weapons are actually lackluster depending on the drop you get, and as a raider, getting cucked on legendary drops of a golden seal just feels bad. Overall though, I really am enjoying the game. The glaring issues, however, are just right in your face, like those hot MILFs in your area ads. They said that they're looking to add duo queue, and that originally it was an oversight, but only time will tell. I do hope that they continue to support this project because it has a ton of potential for the future, but it also feels like an internal build that they threw together and didn't expect to get as popular as it did. This game is Elden Ring at the end of the day, and if you like that kind of game, then you're going to like this game. If you were to force me whether or not to say you should buy it, I would say yes, but, and caution on the current issues that it has. As it stands right now, it's a 7.8 out of 10, and if those issues get fixed, then this would be a solid 8 or 9 out of 10. Just remember, you can't medium roll your way out of societal obligations.